Time for your score soon. What is this? So MrPokke gave it a 9.79. My usual consensus is remove 2 points from MrPokke's score, and that's the real score. 7.79? That seems pretty decent. 7.79? That's like about an 8. 7 at best. 7 is more accurate. It's pretty good. Well, either way, for the best accuracy for MrPokke's scores, you always subtract 2. And you get the real ballpark score. You do. Because I will say this. From the history of me reading MrPokke's story review scores and like then playing it myself, I think MrPokke gets very sucked up into emotional, like, heartstring pulling moments, and then that causes him to rate it much higher. 100%. Second comment, I will wait for Smack or Fob or Tectone opinion on the story because they aren't shills for any company. Okay. Oh, is he getting cooked in the comments? I don't think any of them have even completed 3.1. Yes, I have. I've completed 3.1. What the fuck do you mean? Low key though, I get paid to play. MrPokke, I don't think it's sponsored by HSR. Wait, I get paid by HSR. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. My story streams are not sponsored. It's just the character launches that are sponsored. And also, don't get me wrong, I'm allowed to say what the fuck I want during sponsors. Remember my last HSR sponsor for Highest Scene? I spent half of that sponsor shitting on MiHoYo for adding fucking 2-factor authentication that has a 9-account restriction in an hour. I literally spent half my sponsor calling MiHoYo stupid as fuck. So, like, I do not have anything in my contract that says I need to be nice to the company. I can say whatever the fuck I want. So, security goes bad. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like, you know, having 2-factor is good, but having a 9-account restriction that can be bypassed with a simple registry edit is not a fucking, like, foolproof block. Just remove that shit. It's pointless. All right. By the way, does that mean the max score for any Poke played games is an 8 out of 10? Well, I think generally for 90% of gacha games out there, the max score should be an 8 out of 10 for story, because very rarely do you find a gacha game that actually has a story worth going above 8 out of 10. Very, very rarely. So it's a pretty accurate system, to be honest. Brother, just say you don't have a heart. No, that's not true. Bro, I teared up for fucking Dunyarzad. But like, I'm telling you, the way, so this is what happens in my experience. This is what happens. At least this is my experience with MrPokke's 3.1 review. Okay, his 3.1 review, because this is my experience for 3.1. Right? This is, if this was a chart of duration of the story, and then this is like excitedness. This is like 3.1 for me. And MrPokke is the type to get very caught up in this right here and be like 9.7. Cinema. And he forgets this. All right? Because don't get me wrong. That ending with 3.1, with the Trian thing and all that, great. Like, I was sad, right? I love Trian, and she was my favorite of the Tribios, right? And, like, her sacrificing herself, that was sad as fuck. But I'm not suddenly going to forget the hours of other story, like 6 other hours of story we did, where it was, like, really fucking slow and dragging, right? And then be like 9.7. Nah, that's just, and this is why I say subtract 2 points, because he forgets this part, and that's fine, right? That's fine, because people consume story in different methods. But like for me to get like the best accuracy from MrPokke's reviews, this is my methodology.